And then it was weird because I watched guys come off and they go like literally like, I mean, I don't want to dehumanize the term, but they go crazy. And it was like, okay, you actually needed to be on the meds. Where other guys, they get off and they'd be better off of the meds because they never really needed them, right? So I think, you know, one of the biggest issues is that they don't put a lot of emphasis in when, especially when you're incarcerated, on what you guys were just talking about, which is accurately diagnosing what someone might actually need, right? And I also think there's a complete lack of any kind of holistic remedies, right? So it's always the answer was like an 800 ibuprofen if you're in pain, and Thorazine if you had any kind of mental health issues. And there wasn't like hey, let's actually break this down and figure out what's really going on with you. It was really hard to find, you know, the psychiatrists or psychologists in there that really actually cared about the individuals, right? It was they were clocking in and out, like they didn't care.
Yeah, it's like a state-run hospital. I want to end this real quick on this note because I want to ask you one question, Tito.
Yep.
Before I go, because my daughter's dancing, she's right. We're about to almost that time anyway. But what made you come home to go through all that and decide to come up with Be the Change and do what you do to advocate, to give back, to be a voice of reason and say, you know what? This is who I was, this is who I want to be, and be the example that you want people to follow?
Yeah, great question. And I'll tell y'all, it was the last couple of years, but really the last 6 months before I got out, because I went to the hole for 6 months right before I got out. So my last 6 months, I was like ironclad focus on, I determined what screwed me up and what eventually led me down the road to go into prison, which was I allowed everyone else to tell me what I was capable of, what I could and couldn't do, right? And there's a Henry Ford quote that says, you know, if you believe you can or you can't, you're right. And so I would tell myself in the mirror every morning when I got up and brushed my teeth and everything. I mean, some people thought I was crazy and then they just got used to me doing it. But I sit there and be like, no one's going to tell you what you can or can't do. No one's going to tell you what you can or can't do. And when I got out, I ain't going to lie. Like I signed up for school when my parents were on vacation. When they came back, I was like, I'm in school. They didn't believe me because they're like, how'd you get in? And I was like, I don't have a drug offense, so I got financial aid. Like, I'm signed up. Yeah. And then I started work, and they were like, you can't work and go to school. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, it's not just my friends, it's my damn family. They're telling me what I can't do, right? So it just made me double down on everything. And so when I got my bachelor's degree, I was driving truck for Goodwill, going to school online so I could do my stuff at night and everything. When I got that bachelor's degree, I literally went to my parents and they're like, yeah, we're so proud of you. And I'm like, no, this is for you. And they're like, what's this? I said, that's the original. It's the signed one. They're like, why are you giving this to us? And I was like, this is mud in your face. Don't ever tell me what I can't do again. Right. And I went back and I did my master's degree a few months later. And they kept telling me that I wasn't going to be able to do that while I was moving up the ranks. And I moved in with a girlfriend at the time. And then I moved out. I got all this crazy stuff. So when I got that, they have those 2 degrees sitting on their coffee table because I was like, stop telling me what I can't do. Yeah. Later, I changed that to please tell me what I can't do so that I have that fire under me to get it done. Right. Yeah. So in that, part of that Be the Change is like, I don't want to ever be the person that tells someone what they can't do. I might tell you like, hey, these are the things you might want to look out for or be mindful of or prepare around, right? But man, if you're saying you're going to do it, man, I'm with you, man. Like, because to me, it's not seeing yourself doing it. It's having the faith that I can do it. That's the first step. Because once you look in that mirror and say, I ain't going to do it.
That is my motto right there. Listen,
there it is. Be the change.
That is my motto. And I tell everybody this: don't let your past dictate your future, and don't let no one tell you what you can achieve. They told me the same thing. They told me I couldn't be successful. They told me I couldn't buy a house in a gated community with an HOA. I bought the second biggest house in this motherfucker over here. They told me I couldn't put my name on a business. My name is on every business. Yes, we can curse here. We're gonna talk real. This is not for kids. This is for adults only. Right? This is the truth. Okay, like I get so angry and passionate when I'm talking to formerly incarcerated men and women, and they tell me, "Oh, I can't do this. I can't." I go, "Shut up! You can.
Yep.
Stop putting stipulation on yourself. Stop giving yourself a reason to fucking fail.
Yes, sir.
If they tell you can't, show them that you can. Believe in yourself. Because there's nothing I tell myself, there's nothing you can't tell me I can't do. If I put my heart to it and my mind to it, the same way I ran the streets and everything else I did, I'm going to achieve it because I can believe it. But people put a freaking bar this low to say, yes, so I can fail and say, I couldn't do it. So you can make an excuse to go back to do what you're comfortable doing. And the only way to fucking succeed, be successful, is to get comfortable and being uncomfortable. When you get that feeling and you're saying to yourself, man, oh shit, then you're fucking succeeding. That's when you're succeeding. Tito, you hit the nail on the head. I'm going to EP. I'm gone. I got to go pick up my daughter because I got to be a productive father. I got to be a responsible father. Okay. And I got to go. Yo, much love, much success, Tito. We're going to link up again, man. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Thank you for being on Success After Lockdown. You are a success. And I believe that whatever you put your mind to do, continue to be that change, man. We need more those in this world. Thank you, brother.
Question. That's
Eric, my love. I gotta go, brothers. All right.
We get ready head up. We get ready head up out of here. Me and Tito. I just want Tito to go through, a few things with our audience, our family, our followers. Could you please just talk about how we can reach you, what you're doing, what what your future look like, and what you got going on.
Yeah, I'm easing my way back into, platforms like this. So I do have a platform, the 15 to Life. I got a podcast that I haven't put anything out in over a year. I'm about to release a new episode of that. So check that out on Apple, wherever you're at. 15 to Life. You'll see my crazy mug on my prison ID.
No question.
That ID, yeah.
Back up,
but yeah. I'll have you on there, brother. Like I'll have both of y'all on there. But that hit me up on LinkedIn, please. I put out content every day, whether it's a meme or it's a video. I just try to motivate, inspire people that you can do whatever you want. It's just a matter of having faith in yourself and stay positive, pay things forward. Be the change.
You got a website anywhere where they can get in touch with you?
I do. I will tell you that website is just dormant, dead. I have the 15 to Life website. I do have Tito J. Guerrero that I will be putting out live soon. I do have Tito J. Guerrero on YouTube. You can go look me up there. I put videos out there as well. A lot of shorts are out there as well. Instagram, 15 to Life. I'm on there. Facebook, 15 to Life. You can follow all those different links.
Nice.
Once again, I do it out of love. Every once in a while when I get a comment or a follow or a subscriber, that's great, but it's more important to me to hear like that someone benefited from it. And just something he just said, and I didn't want to take up his time because I know how important our daughters are, right? But so I did start a business in my little path when for a brief moment, and it was a consulting business called Forward Consulting, and it was no excuses, only solutions. So
nice.
He kept saying no excuses, and I'm like, that was the premise of my whole consulting business. Like excuses, only solutions. Like we're about finding the solution to it. We don't want to sit here and bitchy complain about it. And I think that's
our mode. That's our motive.
That is the key to success, right?
That's right.
It's like it's easy to come up with the excuse. It's hard to sit down and figure out the solution. So I want to say y'all is doing great work. I applaud you. Anytime y'all want me to come on, I will. I need to be doing this more myself. We need to get awareness out to everyone and understanding. And it's not about that, ex-cons or ex-felons. And I jokingly say I'll never be an ex-felon because until they're willing to take that whole stigma off of my back, I am a felon till I die, right? But, it's not about giving us a pass for whatever we've done in the past, but it's about understanding we're human beings too, right?
That's right.
And let's stop judging each other and start learning how to live with one another because we all out here and we stand to benefit from each other a lot more than otherwise. So
that's right. And don't dictate, don't put us in, don't put us in that box
Yeah.
and make us, our last felony. Don't define us as as our last felony,
100%.
because we definitely here to show you the growth and development, the
Yep.
process that we went through in life. So we share this platform with those that's formerly incarcerated, because we want society to see that there are a lot of us
Yeah.
that's coming home, staying home, and never going back.
100%.
And so this is why this platform was created. And here at Success After Lockdown, we dedicate in this whole week to mental health.
Right.
So anybody, Success After Lockdown at gmail.com, you want to come on, be a guest on, this whole week is being dedicated to success, to mental health under Success After Lockdown. And the reason primarily is because Monday, which I believe is the 18th. I believe it's the 18th. I could
Yes,
be
it
wrong.
is. It is.
But Monday the 18th, we will be in live. We will be in Mr. Sheldon Johnson's full interview with Success After Lockdown. So, I think that is going to be very informative, very important and necessary, that so that we can get into the mind of a formerly incarcerated with mental health issues.
Mm.
Because a lot of times, when they come to people incarcerated, it's a criminal issue. When they do something or alleged to have done something, but but if it ain't a person that's formerly incarcerated, then they term it as a mental health issue. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, it's a mental health issue for us.
Well, and I think another thing for anyone out there listening is, and this comes down to like kind of the gender role. Like as men, we especially people that have been incarcerated before, we feel like we're weak if we say like, man, I got some issues, I'm working through some stuff, and you got to be okay with it. I ain't gonna lie, it has just been recently